Wild fishing for Crucian carp in autumn. 3 divine homemade baits that will have big Crucian carp fighting to bite. As the cool autumn weather sets in, many anglers find themselves dealing with a common frustration: small fish invading their fishing spots when trying to catch big Crucian carp. Despite the best efforts with commercial bait, these little fish keep stealing the bait, leaving you with no sign of the big ones. Fortunately, you don't need to break the bank on expensive store-bought bait. Instead, you can make your own homemade bait using ingredients you already have at home. These baits are low-cost, effective, and designed to attract the larger Crucian carp while keeping the pesky small fish at bay. Here are 3 homemade baits that work like magic for big Crucian carp in the autumn. 1 stir-fried rice bait. Rich rice aroma, sinks fast, and small fish can't snatch it. Why it works? Stir-fried rice bait is a secret weapon that veteran anglers swear by. It's heavier than most baits, so it sinks directly to the bottom when cast. The pure rice aroma doesn't attract small fish like commercial baits do, allowing it to settle quietly where the big Crucian carp lurk. How to make it? Ingredients: 200 grams of rice, whole or broken. 15% fishing line powder, e.g., 1 spoon of fishing line powder per 1 tael of fried rice flour. Method: stir-fry the rice on low heat in a dry pan. Continue cooking until it turns yellow and gives off a toasty aroma, similar to toasted bread. Let it cool, then crush it using a rolling pin. The texture should remain a bit grainy, not too fine. Add the fishing line powder to the crushed rice and mix it with water until it forms a dough that can be kneaded into a ball. How to use? When hooking, form a ball the size of a thumbnail. Cast it gently, don't throw it too hard. After it hits the bottom, tease the bait slightly. The big Crucian carp won't resist. 2 fermented old dough bait, sour sweet with wine aroma, big Crucian carp can't resist. Why it works? This bait leverages the sour sweet aroma of fermented dough, combined with wine and sesame oil, to create an irresistible scent for big Crucian carp. Small fish are put off by its scent, allowing you to wait in peace for the big ones. How to make it? Ingredients: leftover dough, or proof new dough with yeast, leaving it for 2 days to ferment. A few drops of sesame oil. 1 spoon of white wine, 38 degrees or higher. Method: take the old dough, add sesame oil and white wine, and knead the dough until fully absorbed. Roll the dough into chopstick-thick strips, then cut into rice grain-sized pieces. Store the dough pieces in a plastic bag for later use. How to use? Hook the fermented dough directly without setting up a nest. Tease it gently to make it move slightly at the bottom, mimicking the movement of a small worm. The big Crucian carp will come for it. 3 corn dough, serves as both nest bait and hook bait, keeps fish around longer. Why it works? Corn dough is a fantastic option for autumn. It's substantial enough to satisfy big Crucian carp, and its slow-release aroma keeps fish around for a longer time. It works as both nest bait and hook bait, making it a versatile choice. How to make it? Ingredients: 7 taels of cornmeal, 2 taels of flour, 1 tael of broad bean powder, 1 tael of sugar, 1 spoon of honey. Method: mix all ingredients, then add enough water to knead it into a dough that is firm but not too hard. Tear the dough into pieces the size of half an egg. Steam the pieces for 15 minutes, let them sit for another 5 minutes, and then cool them. Wrap the cooled dough in plastic wrap and freeze it for up to 1 or 2 months. How to use? For nest bait, throw a few dough balls into your fishing spot, where they'll slowly dissolve, releasing their aroma throughout the day. For hook bait, take a small piece of dough, knead it, and shape it into a small ball for hooking. It will stay in place longer than typical baits, allowing big Crucian carp to take their time. Why choose homemade bait? Low cost. You can make all 3 of these baits at home using simple, affordable ingredients. They cost far less than commercial baits. Tailored to big Crucian carp, these baits have the natural appeal that big Crucian carp prefer. Their scents are much more subtle compared to store-bought options, so small fish tend to ignore them. No more annoying small fish. The heavier, denser textures of these baits keep the small fish from stealing the bait, giving you more chances for big catches. Conclusion: the joy of fishing lies in DIY bait. Homemade bait for big Crucian carp is cost-effective, and the joy of crafting your own bait and using it successfully is unparalleled. You don't need to rely on expensive commercial products when you can make your own baits with ingredients you already have at home. These baits are easy to make, effective, and tailored to the habits of big Crucian carp. Plus, they help you avoid the hassle of small fish stealing your bait. Follow these simple recipes, and you'll see a noticeable difference in the size of your catch. Get ready for bigger Crucian carp and a much more satisfying fishing experience. About the author. I'm a fishing enthusiast and self-media blogger who loves sharing tips to help fellow anglers. If you enjoy fishing and want to keep learning, follow me, and we'll exchange fishing skills and stories. Give it a like, save it, and follow for more updates.